Terrifier 3. As within a review, this may contain spoilers. This was disappointing. I like Terrifier, but it's dragging along, and I'll get to that in a bit. The story is a continuation of the events of Terrifier 2 and is set 5 years later. Sienna is released from a mental health center and begins living with her aunt. Jonathan is in college, and a fellow student who hosts a true crime podcast tries to get Sienna and Jonathan to come on the podcast to talk about the Miles County massacre. As Sienna and Jonathan try to rebuild their lives, Art the Clown returns along with Victoria and wreaks havoc during the Christmas holiday. There's a certain charm to these movies, and Art the Clown in particular. With that charm, you kind of give it a pass on certain things. The dialogue isn't always great, some of the acting is bad, and the look of the film could come off as cheap. All that is not as important or can be overlooked as long as the story is compelling. However, that same charm is starting to wear off for me because of how the story is progressing or lack thereof. The lore of the Terrifier is intriguing, but it needs to start giving more info because, as I mentioned earlier, the story is starting to drag. If Terrifier were a TV series, Terrifier 3 would be a filler episode. This didn't provide anything new to the lore, or worse, explain more about Sienna being an angel warrior. What we learned in Terrifier 2 was rehashed in this movie, and that's about it. There was a potential lost opportunity in this film. The following is spoiler territory, so you've been warned. If Sienna's brother Jonathan was in fact killed, that was a lost opportunity to provide an emotional death in the series. Usually deaths in these movies don't have much weight because they're done to random people, and the deaths are more of a showcase for the filmmakers to think of new ways in which Art the Clown can kill someone. Jonathan has been a constant along with Sienna since the beginning of the series. His death should have been something to use as a trigger to the audience that no one is safe and Sienna is now on her own. That being said, his death wasn't shown. There may be two reasons I think why Jonathan's death wasn't shown. The first could be that the actor who plays Jonathan, without sounding mean, isn't a good actor. His range is very limited and he doesn't show emotion well. The second reason why his death wasn't shown, and I think this will be the case, is that he wasn't actually killed. I think he will show up in a future movie, perhaps Terrifier 4, to help Sienna defeat Art the Clown. One thing that could have helped the film was the runtime. The movie is too long. It could have easily cut 20 to 30 minutes. I'm still looking forward to the next installment, but it needs to either end and give us a true conclusion or give a compelling reason why the series needs to continue. Watching the different ways the filmmakers can kill someone on screen is cool, but it's not enough, at least for me, and unfortunately that seems to be the priority. Overall, the movie did nothing to enhance the series and I ended up disappointed. However, that doesn't mean you would enjoy it and it may be worth watching. If you stuck around this long, why not give the video a like, try it out, see if it works, subscribe, check out my other videos, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the film. See you in the next review.